Hey guys, Jason here. I'm going to analyze last week's snatches from a few of our lifters. This is from Saturday, a couple days ago. First off, we have Zach. Not sure how much we're lifting. Looks like maybe 105. We'll go through the normal steps, look at starting position, look at his first, second pulls, finishing position, etc. So let's get him right before he breaks the bar off the ground. So we've got a really good start position here. You can see that his shoulders are well in front of the bar. We can mark that here. So here's the bar down here. Here's the front of his shoulders. We're well in front of him, making a really good triangle through here. So, excellent start position. Our eyes are up, our back is tight, we're ready to pull. So, immediately when we start to pull, watch the middle of his back right here. It immediately sort of humps over or breaks. It's not terrible. I've seen much worse with heavy deadlifts, but that's something that will prevent you from, that's the difference between a PR and not getting a PR. So the way we can prevent this is before we lift, at this point right here, taking in a huge breath as deep as we can get and tightening every muscle that our brain can comprehend. So that'll help keep stronger there. So let's look at back angle in the first pull. Looks about right. So as we pull, when we get to the knees, notice here we've gone to a little deeper of an angle, and more importantly, we've almost gone straight-legged. Basically, the butt came up faster than the chest. So let's go back down here to our starting position. And if you watch the butt, it will move a few inches before the shoulders move. At least at a faster rate than the shoulders. It's a light enough weight that as soon as he gets past his knees, he's able to use all hamstring and correct that form and get back into a good pulling position here. But what this is going to do is, even though he got himself back into a good position, it's going to put him on his toes a little too early here. Notice he's already on his toes here, and excuse me, our body position, so we're here, here, here. As he explodes or goes into triple extension, ideally our body position, let me pick a new color, is the exact same that he's in right here, only he's got more of his weight on his heels. So I'd like to see his body straight up and down, thighs bent, and down here. So all we need to do is get our chest back a few inches, and he would be in a perfect position for his second pull. Not a bad position. He's going to make the lift, but again, if this were heavier weight, it's going to put him too far on his toes, and he won't be able to catch that. So let's move on. Here's his full triple extension. You can see he's pretty much vertical here. He's got the ankles, the knees, the hips all opened up, and he's got that slight bend back. But what we're really looking for here is something way back here, really exaggerating that triple extension. So let's go through an excellent catch. I would like to point out this bottom position here. This should be in a textbook somewhere. You can't get a better overhead squat position. So, for those of you who are looking for better overhead squats, talk to Zach. because that's how you do it right there. He can't get any lower. His back's in perfect extension. Bar's directly over the middle of the foot. I mean, that is perfect. Heads up. Yeah. So he stands on up with that. So in review, what we want is a little bit tighter abdomen as we start the lift, because we don't want to break our chest or break the back as we come off the floor. And we want to make sure that our butt and our chest rise at the exact same rate that our knees are going back. Here his knees went back a little too fast. Put him in that square position, and that's just going to keep his weight a little too much on his toes. It's not going to allow him to get his chest back far enough and get the bar really behind on, in a good pulling position. So, anyways, overall it was a very good lift. Everything I'm picking on is very minor and technical. A good cue that might fix this, if you have a similar problem, is to think about heels during your second pull. So as soon as you get past the knees, think heels, heels, heels. A good drill to work on this first pull is called a snatch lift-off, where you're basically going from the floor to this point, and you just practice with very heavy weight. You can overload it, go to 100%, 110%, whatever, and just do sets of 3 or 5. It would look just like this. So, that's a good drill. In the second pull, think heels, or think pull long, or maybe don't rush the second pull. Something along those lines, just to get you thinking about standing all the way up. And right here, again, we want to be back here before we explode into triple extension. So, anyways, that's Zach's lift. He did a good job. And we'll move on next to Mark.